Alright, let's dive into something that's got the hockey world buzzing right now. Imagine this, a team facing a salary cap crunch, forced to trade away a key player who just had a breakout season. Sounds familiar, right? Well, that's exactly what happened with the Vegas Golden Knights and Pavel Dorofeyev. But here's the twist. What if I told you there's a young prospect waiting in the wings who could step up and fill that void? Enter Trevor Connelly. Personally, I think this kid has the potential to be the Golden Knights' next big thing, and here's why. First off, let's talk about Connelly's journey so far. He's just 20 years old, and his first full AHL season was nothing short of impressive. Sure, he had a rough start with an injury, but the way he bounced back is what really stands out. 6 points in his first 4 games? That's not just a hot streak, that's a statement. And it's not like he's slowed down after that. By February, he was back to a point-per-game pace, finishing with 49 points in 46 games. What makes this really interesting is how he drives play. It's not just about scoring, it's about how he controls the game. The puck seems to find him, and his ability to navigate the neutral zone with tempo and control is something you don't see often in players his age. Now, let's talk about his skill set. Connelly's offensive game is poised and calculated. He's got the vision to wait for the perfect moment to strike, whether it's firing off a deceptive shot or threading a pass through traffic. This isn't just raw talent, it's a refined toolset that's been honed over years, from dominating the USHL to his time at Providence College. What many people don't realize is that this kind of play-driving ability is exactly what the Golden Knights need right now. With Dorofeyev gone, they're looking for someone who can step up in high-pressure situations, and Connelly's AHL performance suggests he's ready for that challenge. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Connelly's development path is perfectly aligned with Vegas' needs. They've got a healthy Mark Stone, Victor Olofsson, and Braden Bowman to fill the immediate gaps, so they can afford to be patient with Connelly. In my opinion, this is the ideal scenario for a young player. He can start in a bottom-6 role, get some second-unit power play representatives, and gradually adjust to the NHL pace. But here's the kicker. If he shows early that he can handle the physicality and beat defenders with his puck skills, Vegas could fast-track him to a top-6 role. That's a huge opportunity for both him and the team. If you take a step back and think about it, Connelly's situation is a lot like Dorofeyev's was a few years ago. Dorofeyev learned to harness his shooting skills by adding a layer of hard drive to the net, and now Connelly has the chance to do something similar. Learning behind Mark Stone, who's a master at creating time and space, could be a game-changer for him. This raises a deeper question. Could Connelly become the next Dorofeyev, or even surpass him? It's too early to say for sure, but the potential is definitely there. One thing that immediately stands out is how well-positioned the Golden Knights are to develop Connelly. He's their only first-round pick still on the depth chart, so they've got a vested interest in seeing him succeed. Plus, with no urgent need to rush him into a top role, they can give him the time and support he needs to grow. A detail I find fascinating is how his ability to generate controlled entries and slow down the play could shine even brighter in the NHL, especially with the right line mates. What this really suggests is that Connelly isn't just a prospect, he's a potential cornerstone for Vegas' future. Of course, there are challenges. The NHL is a whole different beast, and Connelly will need to prove he can handle the physicality. But if there's one thing his career has shown so far, it's that he knows how to adapt. From the NCAA to the AHL, he's faced tougher competition at every step and come out on top. So, while the jump to the NHL won't be easy, it's not insurmountable. If he can show that knack for beating defenders early on, Vegas could have a serious weapon on their hands as they chase another Stanley Cup in 2027. So, here's my closing thought. Trevor Connelly might not be a household name yet, but he's got all the tools to become one. From his play-driving ability to his poised offensive game, is exactly the kind of player the Golden Knights need right now. Personally, I'm excited to see how he develops, and I think we're all in for a treat. What do you guys think? Is Connelly the real deal, or is it too early to tell? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Cheers!